RoadflyTV, the internet's best resource for buyers, sellers, and owners like you.
Welcome to RoadflyTV. I'm Jessi Lang, and this week I've got the 2011 Honda CR-Z. It's a compact, fun-to-drive car, and the best part, it's the first hybrid to be offered with a 6-speed manual transmission. It has a deeply recessed grille, a high hatch, and a wedge shape that's reasonably aesthetically pleasing. It's got 16-inch wheels and a higher ride height. They've also shortened the wheelbase to 95.8 inches and widened the track to 59.6 inches in the front and 59.1 in the rear, with a total length of 160.6 inches. The blacked out A and B pillars give it a nicely contoured wraparound effect, and it's got these big distinctive triangular taillights. It's got a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder engine with integrated motor assist that produces 122 horsepower and 128 pound-feet of torque. You've got 25.1 cubic feet of space back here, and you can drop the center panel to expand your cargo capacity. Now on the other side of the panel where the back seats would normally be, you have 2 big plastic trays where you can stash your items, and then when you drop the panel, your items are actually hidden from view. I really like the cabin. It's got nice bolstered seats, they're very comfortable, and the layout is just great. They've separated the climate controls from all of the audio controls, both of which are kind of tilted toward the driver, so everything is really easy to use. The instrument cluster is similar to the one that you'll find in the 2010 Honda Insight hatchback. It's got a colored ring around the digital speedometer, which has a really nice big readout, by the way, and the color changes depending on how efficiently you're driving. When you're driving very efficiently, it's green, in normal mode it's blue, and then when you're driving inefficiently, it turns red. It's a subtle but pretty effective indicator. Now on the center-mounted instrument panel, you've got your tachometer, and you have your battery and charge status, your fuel indicator, your shift indicator, and your real-time consumption, so that you can tell how efficiently you're driving each trip compared to previous trips. Now this car, despite being a hybrid, is really fun to drive, thanks in part to the 3 drive modes from which you can choose: normal, eco, and sport. Now normal and eco handle the way you'd expect. It's sort of a lazy commuter car. It's nice and smooth. Eco definitely noticeably slows down the car. But if you press the sport button, you're going to notice a tightening of the steering and the throttle. The inputs are more direct as you move through the steering ratio, and the shifter moves so nicely, really effortlessly through the gears. Now part of why it handles so nicely is because you've got a low center of gravity, a wide tread, and a low overall height. Also, couple that with the specially tuned independent front and torsion beam rear suspension, and you've got a really good blend of agility and stability. Now, because the hybrid's electric motor only supplements the gasoline engine and can't power the car by itself, the shift indicator light urges you to upshift a lot earlier than you normally would, with the electric motor making up for the lack of low-end power. And that's fine and well until you're on a super big uphill stretch, when all of a sudden you're 2 gears too high for the engine to maintain its speed, and you've got to quickly downshift. Road holding is really good, especially in the sport mode, and you've got a really pretty tight turning radius here on your steering wheel, so you can really maneuver this car in tight spots. There's also a surprising amount of interior storage, although not all of it is immediately visible, which is nice. So you can stash a lot of things here beneath your climate controls. There's also bins on the sides of the doors. Now the A-pillars are nice and thin, which I really like because visibility matters a great deal to me. And usually with Honda, you have phenomenal visibility. However, in this car, your B and C pillars are enormous. You have huge blind spots. And anytime you're going to make a lane change, you're going to have to double and triple check to make sure you're clear. Now Honda has a long history of environmental leadership. They introduced the first mass-produced hybrid, the Honda Insight. They were also the first vehicle to meet the California low-emission vehicle standards, well ahead of the regulatory requirements. So it is not surprising then, this car gets 31 miles per gallon in the city and 37 on the highway. And with the automatic version, you get a little bit better gas mileage. Now, as with most Hondas, you get a lot of car for your money. It's a great value. The base model, which is our test car, comes in at $19,200, $19,950 with your destination fee. And that's a hybrid. That's pretty awesome. The 2011 Honda CR-Z is a stylish, driver-focused car with an emphasis on efficiency. And offering a 6-speed manual transmission, it's changing the hybrid segment. That's all today for RoadflyTV. I'm Jessi Lang, and I want your input. Send us your comments, rate our videos, and join our community by subscribing to our channel.
RoadflyTV, the internet's best resource for buyers, sellers, and owners like you.